Hey there, netizen. It's another episode of News Analysis where we're talking sports. You know that the sports season is on and the gaming season is bustling. So, what more than to stay excited and entertained by having updates on the current happenings? Now, how can you have updates? By being subscribed to this channel. So, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel or you're no darling again, hit that subscription button this minute and become part of the news family. Guess what? Our Arsenal manager, Mikel Arteta, was delighted by the impact from his substitutes Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard after they both scored in the win over Athletic Club. Now, Mikel Arteta has emphasized to Gabriel Martinelli and Leandro Trossard that their roles as substitutes are actually more important than Arsenal's starters. Arteta's substitutes made the difference in their opening Champions League game of the season on Tuesday night, scoring both goals in 2-0 win over Athletic Club. Now guess what? The Gunners were far from their best in the Basque country, with Victor Gyökeres spurning their best chances and Eberechi Eze ineffectual on the left wing. It had been a frustrating night up until Martinelli and Trossard were introduced for the two summer signings. Arsenal cannot afford to not play well. Are you seeing the signings in this club? They can't afford to make mistakes though. Netizens go just finish them. Trossard sent Martinelli through to make it 1-0 with a side-footed finish before the Brazil international returned the favour. Teeing up his fellow substitute, whose deflected shots found the net, Arteta was delighted with the impact of his bench and clearly wanted to get a particular message across past match. Unbelievable, both him and Leo. They have very different qualities to Epps and Victor, he told TNT Sports. According to Arteta, he said, I look at them and immediately they were ready. They were connecting with each other. I'm very pleased because I told them, guys, most of the time you're going to be more important. So the quality of the minute is going to be critical. And I'm very pleased because it's going to help us. Now, Arteta elaborated on his points in his post-match press conference. Asked what he told his substitutes, Arteta said, I told them that they are at least equally important or more important. We have discussed that finishers are going to be more important this season, sometimes more than the starters. We can actually change the game there, especially with the intensity that we play, especially when the team starts to drop off, and I'm very pleased to see that. Now, Piero comes in and plays 6 minutes. The first 6 minutes he played, and Christian Nogard is the same. That's the attitude I want from all of us. It's always very difficult emotionally to leave players out. I know how much they want to play this competition. Now, Arteta, they talk this thing now. He said, and what it means to them. Every time you leave the lineup, you are disappointing a lot of players. But to have that experience, I've looked on the bench. I looked at him, that's Martinelli now. And in his eyes, I could see that he was ready. Leo as well was ready. They played with a confidence and that connection between them as well. And it's really good. I think that's going to help us a lot for the season. Now, Arteta has taken to calling his substitute finishers, a term that has actually become, guess what? Quite obsolete. A term that has actually become in recent years as a way to recategorize those who don't make the starting 10. Yes, I did, and I love it because I don't like other words to describe the players, he said when asked about it. I think it's the game, and I think the game is developing. They are going to be more important in minutes, in many, many more minutes. So the quality of these minutes is going to dictate the quality of our season. Or more netizens came out say, Arteta, you dey play rough play with Arsenal, be guided. This one say, let him also leave Merino on the bench because he can't play alongside Rice and Zubimendi. And that's why our midfield are completely run out. No creative player in there. Arteta wants him to be a striker, a defender, a midfielder. And he can't be everything at the same time. This netizen says, but Arteta, you are confusing Eze by putting him on wrong number where he is uncomfortable. Give him right position in tonight's game with Merino and see what he would do. Another netizen says, Eze was brought into the fold for his versatility. The only thing that looks out of position for him is Arteta's instructing him to hug the wing as opposed to his pattern of drifting into the midfield. To me, he isn't doing badly so far, just that he's got loads of work to do on his speed and to an extent, his timing. How this table even shifts go easy head now. We're talking about the whole replacement, the whole substitute stuff, and how it actually helped Arsenal. It was 9 minutes grace, so should we say? Thank God that at that point, he replaced them with the right people, and at least they were able to bag 1 or 2 goals. But do you think that Arteta can actually wield this powerful team that he has? It's one thing to have good players, it's another thing to be able to position them right